Hello.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wulff Den Live, episode 141, the one where we are still predicting what Nintendo is going to talk about on their Direct.
Yes. Hello. Hello. Salad Plays. Hello, Kid Cancer. Hello, Eric. Hello, David. Hello, Shower Cat. Hello, Grimhane. Hello, Ethan's Cool Vids. Hello, everybody.
Hello, anyone and everyone who is here.
So last week there was going to be a Nintendo Direct. And then there wasn't one.
Yeah.
And it's this week. So
it's tomorrow, yeah.
It got canceled for because they had some natural disasters over in Japan. There was typhoons and then like
there's
an earthquake and like landslides and stuff. So they decided to push it back a week. But we're just learning today. It was rumored that it was going to be
tomorrow,
Thursday.
Yeah.
But we're learning today, Wednesday, that it is officially tomorrow at 6 p.m. So it's exactly a week after they said it was going to be. Some speculation is that maybe there might have been some sort of natural disaster in one of the trailers.
Oh.
And that's why they took it out, because it was in poor taste all of a sudden.
That makes sense. I mean, also, too, it's a friggin' natural disaster. I'm sure releasing video game news is the last thing on their mind.
Yeah, it's not as important.
Yeah, they want to make sure like everybody's safe, everybody's back together, things like that.
So yeah, our video games aren't as important as that stuff. So, but we're gonna have our own friggin' hurricane.
Yeah, Hurricane Florence.
When is that hitting?
Tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah,
it'll hit right with Nintendo.
Yeah, and then they'll cancel again, and then we'll have to wait till next week.
Fred just DM'd me. What does he want? Oh, great background music for script writing, he said. I thought he was going to yell at me. I always get paranoid that there's audio issues.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to write off. Since the Direct is tomorrow, again, we can't talk about the Direct.
Right.
But there was just some stuff that kind of got announced between. One thing that we learned a little more about are the cloud saves.
Yes.
And this has been a problem for a lot of people.
And I think they just made it a bigger problem.
How was it a problem before?
Well, the problem before was just that there's no way to back up your saves. We're waiting for the cloud save to come, and you have to pay for it. There's no free way to back up your saves.
Right, correct.
That's the problem. But at least we were eventually getting cloud saves.
Yes.
Now, however, we are learning that not all games are getting cloud saves.
So if you lose your Switch, you're not getting all of your saves back, even if you have cloud saves. So this article is from our best friends.
Yes,
our
bros.
Who I thought was going to write an article about the stuff that didn't come out, but for the sleeping on the job over there. But it's okay. We still got an article about cloud saves.
Which is arguably more important.
Some games revealed to not support cloud saves on Nintendo Switch Online service. Nintendo's North America website has been updated for a number of games to include a statement informing users that it will not include support for Nintendo Switch Online's cloud save service. Can you please look up Mario Tennis? And Mario Kart 8, yes. NBA on this article, NBA 2K19, FIFA 19, Dead Cells, Dark Souls Remastered, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and Splatoon 2 have all been shown to include the following snippet: this game does not support save data cloud backup. So save data cloud backup is the term you're looking for.
Right.
Mario Kart 8 and Mario Tennis. Nintendo has commented on the finding, clarifying that most games will be supported, but some are excluded from the service to ensure, quote, fair play. This is the quote from Nintendo. The vast majority of Nintendo Switch games will support cloud save data cloud backup. However, in certain games, this feature would make it possible to, for example, regain items that have been traded to other players, or revert to a higher online multiplayer ranking that has been lost. To ensure fair play, save data cloud backup may not be enabled for such games. To ensure that save data cloud backups cannot be used to unfairly affect online multiplayer rankings, the feature will not be enabled in Splatoon 2. So the name Splatoon 2 specifically. Did you find anything?
No, nothing.
Okay, so
But I don't think Mario Kart is going to have it either.
you don't think it's going to
I
have
don't
cloud
think it's going to have
saves?
it. I remember reading somewhere it's not going to have it.
I remember reading somewhere Mario Tennis won't either.
Yeah.
But if it's not explicitly on the North American page, then we don't know for sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't even see it for Dead Cells.
Do a little Control F.
I did. Cloud, nothing.
All right. Well, Dead Cells is weird.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be on Dead Cells?
I have no idea.
Their reasoning is that a lot of these online games use local saves, and having a backup of that save will allow you to manipulate your save file, which makes sense. It's the same thing that happened with Splatoon 2, the way people are able to hack their Splatoon 2
Right.
online.
But no other system has this problem.
Yes.
Like, this is not a thing
Yes.
that happens on other systems.
Yes.
And even if it is, it's not a big enough problem to prevent it from being applicable to all games on the system. This is a BS thing that I'm really pissed off about this, by the way.
Wait. It's not affecting all of the games.
It's not affecting all of the games, but I feel like it's going to affect enough that it's going to be a huge problem. If this affects Smash Brothers,
It's possible.
This is going to be a very big deal, and people aren't going to. This is going to cause people to not want to play Smash Brothers.
Will it cause people to not want to play Smash Brothers? Well, I guess it'll cause people to not want to get Switch Online and therefore not play Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Like this is a big deal. This is a huge problem.
It's a huge problem with the way that Nintendo built out some of their games. Also, they gave developers a checkbox
Yeah.
that says, do you want to support cloud saves in your game? And they check yes or no. So online games on the Switch are going to have a problem because their save files are not set up for online multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because there's some spoofing that can happen. Like, for example, if you're playing Pokémon, which doesn't support cloud saves, you can multiply your Pokémon. So if you have like a level 50 Mewtwo or something, you can have a team of level 50 Mewtwo's because you could just copy them over and over again. I think that's how that works.
Yeah, the Dark Souls Remastered page says this game does not support cloud save data backup.
That must be because it has online, and because there's some sort of way you can spoof it. You could spoof your save file.
Yeah, but then Nintendo should know that, and they should be able to have a secure enough online service where that doesn't happen.
It should have been fixed.
Yes.
Yes.
And the fact that they weren't able to do that and are therefore, holding back a major important feature. Because Dark Souls is a game, I would imagine, where if you lose your save data...
you don't want to lose your save data in Dark Souls. That's for damn sure.
So, it's always like, especially with online, it's always one step forward, two steps back with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get like 20 classic games with online support and all that, but you can't back up your saves.
What was I going to say? Yeah, it's bizarre that they waited so long to let third-party developers know, like, that they have to do something special for cloud saves.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Also, yeah, again, we saw this with Splatoon 2. This is how people were able to hack their save files in Splatoon 2. Mm-hmm. They were, because the save file saved locally. They don't have an infrastructure set up to have the save files saved on their own servers.
Yeah.
So this is a huge problem that they didn't, I guess, foresee, and it's going to take a long time to fix. They have a lot of first-party games now that have online.
Yeah.
We don't know if Mario Kart 8 and Mario Tennis are or are not going to support save files, but if it's in the cards, if everything we know is correct, then those are not going to support save files. And they have to, in order to fix that, they have to create a way to save all of our online information. Because, like, think about Call of Duty. If I go over to your house and I log into my account, all of my, or even Fortnite, all of my stuff comes in because Epic has all of my stuff saved on their servers.
Right.
Call of Duty, Activision has all my stuff saved on their servers.
Or even like when I moved and I logged into my PS4, all the games I had played on your PS4, the cloud backup is still there, so I can just download my saves from all the old games.
Yep. So this is a bad time. This is Nintendo. This is the first in what is assumed to be a couple of missteps in Nintendo's online service.
Like, I mean, the first misstep was the stupid app for chat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and now
about
this. Like this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be very bad, and I'm almost hesitant to like. I mean, we're gonna get Switch Online.
Yes, we're gonna get Switch Online.
But I'm almost, if like we weren't going to get a family plan, I don't know if I would, because it just doesn't seem worth it.
No. So here's the thing: I've been hearing this garbage argument that there's nothing to Switch Online, that there's not enough value there.
Okay.
First of all, it's $20.
Yeah.
It's only $20 a year. Second of all, do you remember when Xbox Live first came out?
It was like $50 a year.
And all it had was the ability to play online.
Right.
That's all it had.
Yeah.
And PSN had the same. Well, when it came out, it was free.
Right.
But you were paying $50 just to play with your friends.
Right.
And then when PSN came out, you were paying $60 or $50. No, it was $50.
It was PS Plus. Yeah.
Yeah. You were paying just to play with your friends.
Right.
So all this other stuff is just added.
Well, no. PS Plus came about, like, that was all the added stuff because you could play online with your friends for free. PS Plus added the free games and
it wasn't until PS4
party chat and cloud save. PS4 was when you when you had to pay to play online.
But that's all. I paid on PS4. I only paid so that I could play with my friends.
Right. But here's the thing. The difference between those and Switch Online is...
That's 2018.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at this point, you know what you're getting with the other systems, and they know how to, like, put together an online infrastructure. Nintendo clearly doesn't.
Right.
And Nintendo, like, for every good thing they do one other thing that screws up completely.
Hopefully, our money is going towards an infrastructure that won't allow this to happen again.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Because they need that. They clearly are not set up for that. All this money from Switch Online needs to go right back into Switch Online.
Yeah, they need to fix this. They need to find something else to back up your saves other than the cloud service. Because clearly, if they're not supporting all games, it's not worth it. You know?
Yeah. They really should have some way to do a local backup.
Yeah,
because that's insane.
I would be okay if they come out with like a program for your computer, like a Mac Windows program, where you just plug...
Already not happening.
I know. But like, what else are you going to do?
A thumb drive.
Yeah, but...
Or an SD... Have you back it up to your freaking SD card. That sounds like the most obvious.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It saves to your system.
Yeah. I thought it saved... I thought you got to choose where you wanted to save.
No, you can only save... I keep forgetting it doesn't save to the SD card. That's even worse.
I know. So... Yeah, that's what they need to do, is have the ability to make it so you can save to your SD card.
Yeah.
Because, I guess I can just get it. Because I want to get a new SD card.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for Switch Online so I could back up all my saves, but apparently I could just do that. I could just get a new SD card. I would just have to re-download all my games.
Yeah.
That's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I'll take like an hour. I'm going to get a new SD card, everybody.
There you go. They've been having a lot of sales on Amazon. You get the 256 one for like $70.
Oh, 256, please.
Yeah.
Will, please. Oh. Excuse me. I got to get the 400 gig. I have the 200 gig, and I'm running out. That's why I need.
Yeah.
I'm not out yet, but, you know.
You're going to get there.
Yeah. I did delete Mario plus Rabbids.
Oh,
finally,
no.
Because I ain't playing that again. Tool for Fandom, can you link your account to more than one Switch? You did.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
It was fairly simple. I mean, now my Switch is my primary, like my account on my Switch is my primary, so I don't think it affects yours in any way.
You didn't have any games on mine.
No.
No. But did you play any? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I played. Well, I only played like one or two.
Okay.
So, like, I didn't do enough to, like, impact my, my account or anything.
So you just logged in and then...
Yeah, I just logged in and messed around with, like, one or two games. And that was
you didn't have games to download or anything?
Yeah, no.
Janice says, this is the stupidest crap. I understand the online service. If you want to play with your friends, pay for it. Why the hell would I pay to save a game I already bought? It doesn't make sense.
Breaking news.
Oh.
And I want to thank Kyriako just got an email from Nintendo, as did I, and it reads, important information about your Nintendo account. Hello.
Hi.
On September 18th, your Nintendo Switch will be receiving a system update version 6.0.0.
Oh.
Afterwards, it will no longer be possible to unlink your Nintendo account from your Nintendo Switch user profile. Prior to this change, you should verify that your Nintendo account or your child's Nintendo account is linked to the correct user profile.
Wait. Okay, all right. It's okay. I'm sorry. I had to process it.
You will no longer be able to unlink your Nintendo account from your Switch account.
Okay, nobody's doing that.
Nobody's doing that. But prior to this change, you should verify that your Nintendo account or your child's
Guys,
is linked to the correct user profile.
my children.
For example, please confirm that the parent or legal guardian's Nintendo
Mom.
Switch user profile is linked to the parent or user guardian's Nintendo account, and that the child's Nintendo Switch user profile is linked to his or her child's account. To ensure that your Nintendo account is linked to the correct user profile, you will be able to appropriately manage your save data, Nintendo Switch Online membership, and Nintendo eShop content. And then click the link to learn more.
Spilled coffee.
No,
I
no.
don't want to. This is white. I don't want to.
Oh, the stains. Okay.
Now we're good. I was gonna leave it for the whole show, and then I was like, no.
No, yeah, no, it's gonna stain.
There's actually a coffee stain on the side of it.
So we're getting an update, and they're gonna want you to just make sure your account is linked to your Switch account and your Nintendo account are linked together. And after the 18th, you won't be able to unlink them.
I remember that process of linking my Nintendo account to my Switch account. That was
Yeah, I'm still confused at how that works. How is your Nintendo account and your Switch account two different things?
so the Nintendo. Well, this.
My Microsoft account is also my Xbox account. My Sony account is also my PlayStation account.
That's because they know what they're doing. So you have a user profile on your Switch. You
Yes.
can make a user profile on your PlayStation or your Xbox and not have it be a network account.
But it's so much easier.
Yeah. But Nintendo never had a network account previously.
Right.
But I'm sorry. No, you did. You had a Nintendo network account. You had
Yeah.
a Nintendo ID.
Right.
So you had to put that onto your Switch.
Right.
And instead of making it so you just log in with your Nintendo account, you linked it to a user profile.
Right. But there's still two separate logins technically.
Well, you link it to
you link it
you
so it can be-
fuse it.
Right.
You're doing a Dragon Ball Fusion.
Right. But instead of just using the account you already had to sign in, you had to.
It's kind of like it's like when you go on a website and it's like log in with Google. That's what it's like.
Yeah, but it's a more unintuitive way of doing that.
Yes,
I would say.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Bruce Patrick with the 199 super chat. What's Nintendo's problem with adapting?
They're really good at adapters. They have a lot of adapters.
Yes.
You have the Game Boy Player adapter. You have the Super Game Boy adapter.
But adapting
This joke's old.
to the current gaming trends, they seem to be very bad at.
No, they do. So I commend Nintendo for sticking to their guns on a lot of things. Nintendo does what they do, and sometimes it pays off for them. However, sometimes it very much does not pay off for them. This is one of those times it's not paying off. They got to stop being so stubborn. Things like, the Wii U was a garbage console.
Yeah.
Had some great games. Console was a bad idea. But the Wii was great, and it was weird. And then, people thought the Switch was going to be garbage because it was gimmicky and stupid and whatever, and it was amazing. So, sometimes it pays off for Nintendo.
But not all the time.
Definitely not all the time.
And this is not one of those times.
Not one of those times. They very much need to adapt.
Yeah.
Also, it didn't pay off for them with, they tried with Super Mario Run.
Yeah.
They were like, we're not going to do what everybody else does with these mobile games. We're not going to charge you with microtransactions. We're not going to screw you like that. It's just going to be $10. And everyone was like, that's not how you do a mobile game. That's unfortunate. I wish that would have caught on.
Yeah.
I'd rather pay upfront for a mobile game than pay out the ass for microtransactions. I forgot to do timestamps. Yeah. I thought that little thing that you read was going to be something else.
What did you think it was going to be?
I thought it was going to be that Nintendo Switch Online starts. No, that's not it. Yeah, is that it? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So Nintendo Switch Online starts the 18th.
Right. Which is
So that's yeah.
Yeah. Which is when version 6 comes out.
Yes. I'm just writing the timestamp. 1 second. I'm just going to look at the time and put the timestamp there.
There you go.
So yeah, Nintendo Switch Online starts the 18th. This is Nintendo tweeted this out. They said memberships will start on 9/18. You can sign up for a 7-day free trial from Nintendo eShop at launch. We will introduce more information during the Nintendo Direct on 9/13. So I previously thought there was not going to be any Nintendo Switch Online information in this Direct because they're very hush-hush about it.
Yeah.
But maybe they added it because it's a week late.
Maybe.
And 9/18 seems pretty damn early, if you ask me. They said it was going to be late September.
That's technically mid-September.
Yeah.
18th, yeah.
So, 18 is pretty early.
Yeah.
But also, we got newer information. Mm-hmm. This is what I thought that email was going to be about. In preparation for the upcoming Nintendo Switch Online launch, Nintendo Switch eShop is scheduled for maintenance starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time. That is 8?
Yes.
That is 8. On 9/18 and will be unavailable for up to 3 hours. We apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your understanding. So, wait. So memberships will start on 9/18, but the eShop will be down for maintenance at 5 p.m. Pacific time on 9/18.
Okay.
So does that mean after the maintenance it will be up?
Ooh, I don't know. For a second, I thought they were going to say, I thought that meant, the memberships will go live and then the eShop's going to go down.
Yeah. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
Because they should expect a lot of traffic on that's Tuesday.
Yeah.
They should expect a lot of traffic on Tuesday. Some people were wondering why we're getting a 7-day free trial.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think it makes plenty of sense.
I mean, Xbox usually gives you like a week free trial.
I think people were like, oh, maybe they're testing it out. Maybe they're blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's not that weird. It's just moving forward, if you want to try out Switch Online, everybody does this. Xbox does this. Netflix freaking does this.
Yeah.
Every service gives you a free trial. Theirs is only 7 days, but
that's still not bad. I mean, 7-day free trials, most services give you 30 days, but seven isn't bad.
Xbox only gives you 30 days if you buy a console, it's 14 days, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know Xbox.
And you get the 2 days if you buy a game and it has it in there.
Yeah, I know Xbox doesn't give you a lot of time.
Yeah. And it's the same thing with PlayStation. And Netflix, they'll do it if you put in a promo code, but Nintendo's like 7 days, anybody, just try it out. It's free. It's not, it's 7 days starting September 18th, but it's also whenever the hell you sign up, you get 7 days.
Yeah.
So sign up in October, you still get 7 days. It's not that the first week is going to be when the free trial is. I got a DM. What is this now? Oh, okay. I'll read this later. So yeah, I'm a little excited that we're getting this so early. That means we're going to get the NES games.
Yes.
And hopefully during the Direct, we will know about the 10 more NES games that we're going to get.
Yes. That would be nice.
More on Switch Online here. We have an article about how to set up a family group, which is very important to us. I'm going to pull it up on the screen so everybody can see it. Beep, beep, beep. How to set up a family group with Nintendo Switch Online. This is what we're going to do, so it's important information. Pay attention. If you know Nintendo, you should expect tomorrow. Okay, I'm just going to read it. Step 1. Set up your Nintendo accounts. To invite someone to your family group, they need to have a Nintendo account. So start there. To set up a Nintendo account on your Switch, perform the following steps on your Switch.
Well, I already have a Nintendo account on my
Yeah,
Switch.
yeah.
So we need to go to step 2.
I'm just making sure. The whole question is, can we have a family group on separate Switches? That's the question.
That's the question.
Step 2, invite members to your family group. You don't have to set up a family group, as the option is there for any Nintendo account holder. Here's how to invite members to a family group in steps. Log into your Nintendo account on a PC, Mac, or mobile device and navigate to a family group. Click Add Member. Click Invite Someone to your family group. Fill in the email address attached to the Nintendo account that you want to add to your family group. Have the Nintendo account holder accept the invite by heading over to their emails, clicking Join Family Group, and hitting OK. Congratulations! You've successfully created a family group. Now you can choose the family membership when setting up Nintendo Switch Online. Nintendo Switch Online family membership, how to change the administrator. Okay, so far so good that you do it on your PC, Mac, or mobile device.
Yes, because I feel like doing that on the Switch would have been a disaster.
That, and also it seems to me like you don't need to be on the same Switch.
Yeah.
So it seems to me like. If you want to set up a new administrator for any reason, you can do that quite simply. Log into your PC, Mac, or mobile device. Click Family Group. Navigate to Manage Family Group. Hit Change Family Group Plan, blah, blah, blah. All right, we don't ever need to do that. How to kick someone from your family group. Log into your Nintendo account on PC, Mac, mobile device. Click on Family Group. Navigate to Membership Family Group. Click on Remove a Family Member in case you're disowned.
In case, it happens from time to time.
Click Disowned. Hit Select this person on the person you want to remove. Click Confirm, and you're done. That's pretty cool that you can add and remove people on the fly.
Yeah.
How's this chat? What's the chat care? What does the chat care about this? Eric wants to be in our family. No. Is Nintendo going to give free games like Xbox and PS4? And if so, any retro, says Carlos. Excuse me, where have you been? They're going to give away 20 NES games, but you have to, I mean, they're part of the subscription.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Netflix style. So it's 20 NES games. We only know about 10 of them. If you go to NintendoSwitchOnline.com or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Just Google Nintendo Switch Online, go to the official website, and you'll see the 10 that they're going to give you in the beginning. Eric Hant says, what happened to the first year being free? It's been free.
Yeah, it's been free since the Switch launched.
What they meant by that was you can play games online with people for free. You're not actually getting like the NES games for free or anything. Ian Pittman, it just feels weird since we have had a month and a half of the free online, quote, online service. I know it wasn't the fleshed out version, but still. What is that?
Yeah.
A month and a half of the free on. We've been playing with people for a year.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this month and a half is coming from.
Yeah. Unless that's something else.
Yeah.
I don't know what other features they have given us for a month and a half.
The 10 free games that we know of, again, for 10 free NES games are Soccer, Balloon Fight, Tennis, Ice Climbers, Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario, Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, and Super Mario Brothers 3.
Shower Cat says, I wonder how much they're going to charge for the ability to play SNES and N64 titles if they ever become available. I heard theories of a tiered list.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't mind having tiers. Like if they release 20 SNES games, I wouldn't mind paying an extra $10 to play some SNES games.
Yeah.
Same thing with N64. Also, it's possible that they lock the subscription to just NES games, and they make you purchase SNES games or N64 games.
I don't know. Maybe this is just me, but I feel like the smart thing to do would be, include the games in the subscription service, But, if you don't have the Nintendo Switch Online account or you want to buy them separately, you can buy the games a la carte.
I know a lot of people who would rather buy them a la carte.
Yeah.
And I think that's weird because they'd be so much more expensive.
Probably.
I think what they should do is SNES and prior, that includes Game Boy. Mm-hmm. All of those games should be included in Switch Online.
Yeah.
N64, GameCube, all the 3D stuff, you got to buy it.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be cool. But as of right now, all we know is NES. Mm-hmm. There's been rumors. Well, Eurogamer confirmed from 3 different sources at the end of 2016 that we were getting at least 3 GameCube games. And we still haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah.
So I think those aren't going to be part of Switch Online. We're probably going to have to buy those. But maybe we'll hear about them tomorrow.
Yeah.
There was some rumors about what's going to be in the Direct, but I'm not going to talk about it. There's like screenshots that I didn't buy them at all. Some Zelda logo. It looks like a
Phantom something.
It
was
said
like
December 2018,
Yeah.
but it looks like a DLC.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that exciting. Well, I mean, I guess it's exciting if you like Zelda. I don't think it's a new game, though. There was a screenshot of what looked like New Super Mario U, which we think is happening. And some other crap. I don't want to talk about rumors because by the time you're listening to this, you're probably seeing it. Oh, also, we're going to stream the Direct again at twitch.tv/Wulffden while it's going on, so you can watch it with us. I guess I should read what AJ just sent me. Nintendo seeking senior security software engineer with hacking experience. Expertise. Given Nintendo's recent crackdown on emulation, piracy, and hacking, it comes as no surprise the company is now seeking an individual who specializes in tightening up security and identifying any vulnerabilities. Nintendo Technology Development, a known hardware division of the company, has posted a new job listing for a senior security software engineer. The person will need to be skilled in hacking, reverse engineering, and also conducting security reviews of existing software components and subsystems. Below is a list of responsibilities. Yeah, you get the idea. That's something that they desperately need. Because they're going to have an online service, and their security is probably not going to be very good. If everything else that they've showed us is any, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but you guys get me. Did I miss a super chat before?
I didn't see it come up in the chat itself, but I heard the noise.
So there was a super chat. Oh no, you read the Bruce Patrick one, the $2. Windex Fighter donated $5. At first, I was upset about paying for Nintendo Switch Online. But then earlier today, I was reminded that I'm going to have to pay $1,500 for a new iPhone because I'm an idiot and I get one every year. That's insane.
Yeah.
$1,500 is a lot of money, especially every year.
Yeah, don't do it every year.
I still have an iPhone 7 Plus.
6.
I wanted to talk about the Apple event.
Still have an iPhone 6.
I'm going to put the Apple event in here. We're going to talk about that later. Because I think the iPhones look really cool, but I'm not going to get them.
Yeah.
Before we talk about that, though, I want to talk about some games we've been playing.
I've only been playing one game.
What have you been playing, Will?
Spider-Man. And I'm mad because I forgot that Shadow of the Tomb Raider comes out this week. And I really want to play it, but I'm probably going to be playing Spider-Man until the end of the year. I might actually get the season pass, get the DLC, because I really like the game that much.
You're crazy. You're gonna platinum it?
Not going to platinum it.
Really?
Yeah, I can't. I can't do that.
So you're gonna be playing it for the rest of the year, and you're not gonna platinum it?
Well, because I'm gonna get the DLC and stuff. I'm not gonna be done with it by the time Tomb Raider comes out.
Did you platinum? Didn't Tomb Raider just come out today?
It came out today if you pre-ordered it.
I hate that.
I know.
I freaking hate that. That's just. I don't know why people aren't madder about that. Because Destiny did that. I think it was Destiny 2. I was so mad about that.
I think one of the WWE games did that.
Destiny 2 was the first one that I remember doing it.
Yeah.
The game comes out on that pre-order day.
Yeah.
Actually, for Destiny 2, games come out on a Tuesday. Destiny 2...
A lot of games are coming out Friday now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 came out on Tuesday if you pre-ordered it, and then
Yeah.
it was pushed to Wednesday if you didn't pre-order. That just means that it's done. They're just
They're
holding
punishing you for not pre-ordering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
No, I agree.
artificially moving the
Yeah. No, I agree.
date.
It's bad. It's dumb. I broke Mega Man.
You keep playing with Mega Man.
I do.
Gonna need to get a new
I gotta
toy.
keep remembering to bring my fidget cubes because I always fidget with everything here.
You want the Pokeball?
Yes,
Okay.
actually.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I like it.
It's
very
very.
good.
I love that game. It's so good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I love it. It's been a while since I played a PlayStation game, so or even like a AAA game.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Switch like indie games
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff. But I'm all about it. It's also been a while since I have been completely burnt out on that combat system because a lot of games use that similar combat system.
I feel like they did it well, and it's different enough from like the traditional Arkham style combat.
They did do it really good.
Yeah.
It feels it's a little hard.
It's hard
to get it to work.
It's harder. The buttons are in a different place. You don't snap to the enemies as like hard as you do in Arkham or like.
Unless you hit triangle, then you literally snap to the
Yeah.
enemy. it countering is like really fast paced. You
Yeah.
really have to nail it. I do like how the counter, the thing that tells you when to counter is your spider sense.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
It makes
it's not
total
like
sense.
in friggin' Shadow of Mordor where it literally has the button that you need to press
Yeah.
over their head. Like that made me feel like an idiot. That's like hand holding if I ever seen it.
But the web swinging is great. The wall crawling stuff is great. The story, which I talk about in my video today, is excellent. Even like the little things, like the stealth stuff you do as Mary Jane, like I kind of like because it's a different perspective and it adds, another side to Peter Parker's life that you don't see in video games.
I'm all about the Peter Parker Mary Jane dynamic.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, that was very good. And I love when Stanley, spoiler alert, there's a Stanley cameo, and he's like, "You
pretty
two
early.
were always my favorite couple." I'm like, "That's right."
My problems with it are, I guess, regular, like very, very small problems.
Yeah.
But just general that combat system. I've played it before. The towers.
Yeah.
That's like a trope in AAA games
All
these
games,
days.
yeah. I mean, my biggest problem is that I haven't encountered like a bunch of glitches. One of them prevented me from completing a mission.
What was that?
It was like one of the side missions, like one of the stop the random crime missions, and one of the bad guys was in the wall geometry, but like so deep in the wall geometry he couldn't get out, and I can only see him when I activated my spider sense.
Oh, so you couldn't get it.
I couldn't get to him at all. That happened to me again. Like he was stuck in the car, but I could web him and take him out.
That sucks.
Yeah, so I had to like abandon the mission, and like it was just like, oh, whatever.
It reminds me a lot of Arkham.
Yeah,
Because it has all the same stuff that Arkham had.
right. But I think they put the right Spider-Man twist to it. Like
Yeah,
it feels
definitely.
like a Spider-Man game. It doesn't
They
feel like a
definitely
Batman game. It's for all its graphical glitches and stuff, it is very polished for a Spider-Man experience.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it for that. And
There's little tiny problems that make me feel like it's not like, for example, when you want to snap to a perch or something, like when you want like you crawl through vents and stuff.
Yeah.
To get to the vent, you have to do L1 and R1 at the same time or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just crawl to the vent.
I think if you're already on the ceiling, you can. You hit
Nope.
triangle. No,
It
no.
just doesn't. Also, crawling on walls is if you want to just get to the vent. That's like you could just stand up and touch the
Yeah.
vent. It's like
You know what I've
mind-boggling.
encountered? Like when you're crawling up a building, if it's not a flat building, like if there's like
Yeah, you just stop.
You stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. Meanwhile, if you hold down R2 and you just run up the buildings, fine, no problems.
He also runs up buildings insanely
Yeah.
fast, like at like 45 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I saw somebody put up a Twitter video today. If you're web slinging and you want to go to a very specific spot, too bad.
Yeah.
Just because you're web slinging so fast.
Yeah.
It's really hard to like do little pinpoint accuracies. And I don't remember it being that hard on Spider-Man 2. I'm not saying this game should go back to Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
But there's little tiny things that I feel like is stopping this game from being a 10 out of 10.
I mean, for me, you walk down the street and give people gun fingers, 10 out of 10.
No, I mean, again, I'm just giving it crap.
Right.
But it's an amazing game. I love it. I'm going to complete it. And that says a lot because I don't finish games.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely finish the story. Depending on how the story winds up, I might want to check out the DLC that comes out. I will do some of the side missions. Like I'm kind of into the backpack collecting and the picture taking and the random crimes you encounter on the street. So like I'm into that, but like the more advanced stuff, like apparently in order to unlock the costume where it's just his civilian clothes and the mask, you have to take pictures of landmarks that aren't on your map.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just Google them.
Exactly.
That's what that
but
means.
It not only is it not on your map, it doesn't keep track. So like you have to know like which ones
you got to do it all at once.
Yeah.
Is what that means.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that, but
You're gonna when you get the platinum trophy.
I'm not gonna want to platinum it.
I talked about this when I streamed it the other day. We tried to go to some New York landmarks.
Yeah.
We tried to go to 368 Broadway, which is Casey Neistat's little office. We tried to go to the Nintendo store, and we tried to go to somewhere else, I believe. I don't remember. But all the places we tried to go through were erased from the game. Like so Manhattan is like a little tinier than it actually is. I know that from 23rd to 15th Street is just erased.
Yeah.
That is also the case for 368 Broadway. There's like another section of Manhattan that is just erased from the game.
Yeah.
So that's a little weird. Because and Penn Station. Have you gone around to like Madison Square Garden, Penn Station area?
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we go there all the time whenever we have to go to the city.
It's a little
so
disappointing.
We know what it looks like. The Division did it really well.
The Division did an incredible job. They really nailed it. That and the post office across the street.
Yeah.
They did like a really good job.
Yeah.
Because that was like the home base in the Division. But the rest of Manhattan in the Division was really good too.
I'm willing to give Spider-Man a lot of slack for like how it looks. Because it like for what it does a very good job of it. Like everything else looks great. Like when you're swinging through the city.
That's the thing is that they have to develop for people who are like you have free access to the entire city.
Yeah.
So in the Division you don't. It's easier to try to kind of navigate you around so they can polish the areas that you actually see.
Yeah.
In Spider-Man, you have the entire city to go through.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about. I don't have the actual article because who cares? So Deadspin wrote an article.
It was the Concourse, which is like a Deadspin subblog or whatever.
Okay.
Still Deadspin.
That guy, I only heard about it from Philip DeFranco.
Yeah.
That guy wrote an article about how he doesn't like how Spider-Man helps the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
and he talked about I haven't played the whole game. I've only played a few hours, but I really don't like how Spider-Man helps the police. Basically,
Yeah.
because basically screw the police.
yeah, there was
Or how he's basically a police officer.
I don't know if you saw it today, but Heather Alexander of Kotaku also wrote an article about that.
I feel like that was to save the guy from Deadspin, because the guy from Deadspin or whatever you're saying,
the Concourse via Deadspin. Yeah.
That I don't remember his name, but he felt like he was getting a lot of heat from gamers because he's from Deadspin.
Yeah.
So he tweeted something like, "Oh, the gamers are mad at me, blah blah, because I'm talking about a game that I barely played."
Yeah.
So the person from Kotaku wrote an article to kind of save him, and the article was titled the same.
Basically, yeah, more or less the same.
Did you pull it up?
I pulled up another article from The Ringer by Justin Chardy, which is basically the exact same thing. Talking about
what's the title of the article?
The title of the article on The Ringer is "The Spider Cop Problem."
Oh, okay. So he's probably talking about the whole controversy.
He's the whole thing in general. Basically, the game is too lenient on the police. Spider-Man is very chummy with them, and he uses police surveillance technology to scan the city, which is kind of paralleled with, NYPD has its own controversial surveillance technology.
About that. So the article from Kotaku is titled "Spider-Man's Take on Police Feels Out of Touch." And so in the game, he has a close relationship with the police.
Right.
In the very beginning of the game, right from the beginning, you meet up with, what's her name?
Yuri Watanabe.
Yeah, who's in the police force. What they completely leave out of these articles is that there are bad cops. Right in the beginning of the game, you almost get killed by people who are on Fisk's payroll.
Yes.
So there are bad cops, and Yuri tells you, we have to work together because I can't trust anybody in the NYPD.
Right.
So right off the bat, they're not blowing smoke up the NYPD. I don't know where they're getting this idea from.
I feel like we live in a time where like police controversy is always in the news.
Yeah.
Always. And I guess they thought that, a game in 2018, any piece of media in 2018 should address police controversies, whether it be police brutality, racial injustice, or, the like. Not everything has to do that.
Yeah.
A Spider-Man game does not have to do that. Spider-Man, he's had his problems with the police in the comics, and the famous line, Marvel is a look outside your window, like always reflecting on what's going on in the world. To an extent, like you have to remember, the police, for all intents and purposes, are supposed to stop bad guys. Spider-Man is supposed to stop bad guys, so he's working with people who are supposed to stop bad guys.
Yeah, he's a vigilante, and God forbid he works with the police in his town.
Yeah.
He's trying to stop criminals. God forbid he works with the police who are also trying to stop criminals.
So I just feel like this is reaching for a controversy that doesn't have to be there.
Yeah.
When people talk about...
they're trying to make a story.
They are.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. And it sucks because when people say, like, I don't want politics appearing in my, games media journalism... This is what they're talking about. Like, it would be different if there was a scene in the game where a cop is beating the crap out of a black guy.
Yeah, it would be very different.
Then you can please write all the political commentary you want. That makes sense. But it's very clear that this game is not trying to have any sort of political message, especially with regards to, the police. These people are looking, and I like a lot of what Heather Alexander writes. I do. But I feel like here, like she's just trying to find a problem that doesn't exist.
Yeah. I want to do a little pull from this article. It says,
okay.
An NYU Game Center scholar took to Twitter to note similarities between those towers, the towers that you go to unlock, the NYPD towers, to unlock more of the map, because they're there to surveil citizens, I guess. Very... Orwellian. Similarities between these towers and the real NYC security cameras that IBM recently used to make skin color profiling technology. When I read that, I said, whoa, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You can't have skin color profile technology. You can't have technology. What does that mean to you, Will? Skin color profiling technology?
It means technology that is specifically targeting a specific skin color.
Yeah. Right? That's bad.
That's a problem.
So I clicked on the article.
That's a problem.
I clicked on the article to read it, and this security system, what it does is it logs the characteristics of all citizens that walk by it.
Right.
So if you were to walk by it, they would say, white male, about 6 feet tall, with a hat and a t-shirt, a black t-shirt,
right.
And jeans. They would log all of that. It's not profiling; it's logging all of your characteristics. It's not specifically targeting your skin color. It's not segregating the people.
Yeah.
It's the same thing when they get a call for a suspicious person, they tell you the description of that person.
Yeah.
You know, that's what that is. It's not like ignoring all of the white people and just picking out all the black dudes. Unless I guess you could set it to do that if you really wanted to. But that means you're looking for a specific person. You know. So that was. The whole thing just screams, I'm looking for a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, and look, there are valid arguments you can make, you know, about the state of the police in the country, about the security state, and, you know, always having cameras on you everywhere you go. These are all valid points. But not for this game. This is clearly not for this game.
I will say, when we were streaming it, it was all fun and games. Because, there's... Like, for example, there's a lot of destruction that goes on, and, like, seemingly nobody dies.
Yeah.
And there's a part that it was the first footage that they showed at E3.
Oh, the helicopter stuff?
Helicopter?
Yeah.
That just goes right through a building, and the building is unoccupied. Mm-hmm. It's a tall office building, but the floor is unoccupied, but the upstairs is, like, collapsing onto it, and, like, all this stuff's happening. The helicopter flies through it. There's explosions and whatnot. And I was, like, making fun of it, like, oh, a 9/11 is happening right now, and nobody's dying, and everything's fine, and nobody's freaking out. But then, a few minutes later... There's a massive tonal shift, and basically an actual terrorist attack happens, and it's insane.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a point for a political commentary right there.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a much better thing to talk about.
Yeah. So, especially, I played that. Yeah, I played that on Sunday, and then yesterday was 9/11.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh my God. There should be if there is to be a trigger warning on this game, it should be for that right there. That might be a problem. Yeah. But it was shocking in a good way to me anyway.
Yeah.
We got a lot of super chats.
We got a $10 one from Yosef, just I guess his late fee. $10.
Yosef, thank you.
Tool for fandom with 2,500
2,500
Chilean pesos.
Clips.
Forget about cops, forget about DLC. There's only one thing I care about. Is it better than Spider-Man 2 on PS2?
Yes. I would say so.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 on PS2 is very good.
Yeah.
But if you're going to play a game now,
I don't think it's aged very well. In most aspects of it, I don't think it's aged well. I think the swing should still be fine, but like everything else might be a problem. And then David Easley with $2. Spidey wears a mask. The police do not.
I feel like there's a point there.
He does have a point.
No, I mean, like, what is the point, though? There's a statement to be made there, but is it...
I feel like, you know, the police don't wear masks. You know who they are. You know, Spider-Man does wear a mask. You know, that's... You know, he's trying to... Like, he has something to hide. You know, vigilantes usually have something to hide.
Right.
I tweeted about this, too. In the comics, the news usually criticizes Spider-Man for being in cahoots with the criminals. But in the real world, he's now being criticized for being in cahoots with the police.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So,
I guess, well, yeah, he wears a mask. That's why he can do what the police can't do. And that's why Yuri is using him, kind of.
It's, you know, the Dark Knight argument. You know, Batman can do what the police can't do.
Are you saving LKM Cherokee for last? $5?
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Top 5 underrated Spider-Man comics. Go.
I need to read more Spider-Man comics. I realize I haven't read as many Spider-Man comics as I think I have.
I'd argue that Spider-Man doesn't have very good comics. Comparatively to other heroes.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing I've come to realize about Spider-Man. His bad comics are just as famous, if not more so, than his good ones. Like, everybody knows the Clone Saga, which is terrible. Everybody knows One More Day, which is terrible. Everybody knows Superior Spider-Man, which is controversial.
Terrible.
Everybody knows those stories almost as much as they know Kraven's Last Hunt or The Death of Gwen Stacy or Big Time, or like stories that people actually like. You know?
I don't think I've ever read any of his good ones. I've only ever read like random ones off the rack, and they're never
I always tell people that the original Ultimate Spider-Man run, like the original Brian Michael Bendis, Mark Bagley run, is very good, and it's like what modern Spider-Man should be. but that was like 20 years ago by this point. So I don't know how well it holds up. Yeah, one of these days I'm actually gonna I have a lot of Spider-Man comics I've never read. One of these days I should just power through them. But I'll let you know that my next underrated will probably be Aquaman.
Oh God.
Because people need
New
to know.
52 Aquaman.
Not
No?
wait for
It's
December.
probably the only one I've ever read.
Yeah.
$10 from Paul Stewart. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dylan Pierce.
$5.
$5. Late fee. Can only afford $5 this time. Listen, it's make your own late fee. Please forgive me. Also, did you guys enjoy Blood Blockade Battlefront? Hoping you enjoyed it. You didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
So it's taking a long time to get into it.
Okay.
I'm not that big of a fan, but I feel like I'm like 7 episodes in, and I'm finally feeling a connection with it. So come back in a few weeks.
That's Knight's House thing, right?
Yeah. So I also started rereading Trigun. So Yasuhiro Naitao, I think is his name. Yashiro Naitao. Made Trigun, Gungrave, and now Blood Blockade Battlefront. And we love Trigun and Gungrave.
Yes.
I'm rereading the Trigun manga from the beginning. I only read a few chapters last night. The dialogue is awful. I don't remember it being that bad.
Yeah.
And the anime, you know how in the anime you learn a lot as it goes on? Mm-hmm. You piece it all together. In the manga, they put it all out in front, right in the first chapter. Yeah. So I feel like that ruins it.
That's weird because the manga, because the anime was done in 26 episodes, in one shot. The manga kept going until 2010.
Yeah, and I'm just telling you from the first.
From what? Yeah.
From the very. It took you 6 episodes to learn about the main character and everything in Trigun, but in this they tell you everything right off the bat.
Right.
So I feel like Yoshiro Naitao might be he's getting help. I feel like somebody else is what made Trigun really good, and it might not be him.
Right, I gotcha. Fair enough.
But I'm gonna keep watching Blood Blockade Battlefront. I also tried to look up where I could buy original art from Trigun because I saw some pages. I was like, I need to own this.
Yeah.
But can't find it anywhere. So if you know where I can get original art from manga, let me know. We're done with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about the Mega Man 11 demo. Did you play it?
I played a little bit of it.
Tell me about it. Did you throw it on easy?
I don't remember.
That means it was probably normal then.
I remember not being able to beat it.
I couldn't beat it either.
Yeah. It's very hard.
It is very, very hard.
I'll tell you what I did have to do.
What?
I had to customize the buttons.
Excuse me?
Because by default, A is jump and B is shoot, which is the way it is on the NES. But the buttons are because
B is the bottom button, A
B
is the right
bottom
button.
Yeah. But I switched it to what's the button? Y to shoot and B to jump.
Like a Mario type situation.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
To be closer to Mario and closer to actually what it is on NES. Because that modern games that's what they've been doing. So I had to do that first and foremost before I could do anything in the game.
What was the PlayStation 1 Mega Man game?
It was
6?
No, it was I think 7. No, it was 8.
Okay.
Was
last one.
Classic Mega Man, yeah. I
need to play that because I'm comparing this to Mega Man X.
Right.
And I don't want to be doing that. The dash, you can't dash jump, and that really throws me off.
Yeah.
Because that's really important in Mega Man X. You can't wall jump.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you've ever been able to do in
Not
Mega
in
Man,
Classic,
right?
I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird stuff that I don't like. I also don't like this. This is a very small problem, but it really bothered me. When you're climbing up a ladder, when you get to the very top of the ladder, there's an extra frame or two where you're not off of the ladder and you're still on the ladder, so you can't move right or left. And it gets
There's
me
a lot
stuck
of little
every
things
time.
like that. Yeah.
Also, did you get to the part where the platforms are moving towards you and you have to kind of go through this maze.
Yeah,
as
that's
it's
where I kept
moving.
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The space you have to jump through is so narrow.
It's impossible.
It's narrow, and the hitbox is clunky.
Yeah.
The space is the size of Mega Man's hitbox. So if you just get stuck.
Yeah.
It's not smooth. It's not like a smooth like whoop. Like you can't get like you can't force your way in there. You have to jump when you're directly underneath it and have enough clearance. It's very difficult.
Yeah. You know,
I died a little bit after that.
I thought I would like the quick swap between the abilities with the triggers. I don't.
That's in
The
all
Legacy
the other
collections.
games with even on Super Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. No,
I learned that way late, but
Yeah,
you could
no,
do it.
I don't like that as much as I thought I would because it just gets confusing because you're trying to like go back to the other one and you get lost.
Yeah, I never used it.
Yeah,
I never ended up
not into that.
I'm into the slowdown ability.
Yeah, well, I like that.
The
I like the
power core or
overcharge.
I only ever use the slowdown.
Yeah, me
I
too.
need to get a little better at that.
So I might give the demo another shot, but it's difficult. It makes me not want to get the game if it's going to be that hard.
I definitely want to get it,
Yeah.
but yeah, I couldn't believe how hard it was. I mean, I know Mega Man's hard. Classic Mega Man is hard.
Yeah.
Mega
X is
Man-
hard too.
Mega Man X is hard, but it's to me it feels more manageable.
Right.
I don't know if it's because I'm used to it. I don't know if it's because it is easier, but I find it easier. Classic Mega Man is rough, and this is pretty damn hard. I was not expecting it to be this hard.
It's one of those games where like you look back at the series and like this is really hard. Why did we think this was fun?
We never beat Mega Man 3. We had
did.
Mega Man 3 on NES.
We did. We had to use Game Genie.
Yeah, Game Genie. Yeah. So, yeah, I never just straight up beat a classic Mega Man game.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. Mega Man X, yeah. I also didn't play a lot of Mega Man games.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why the hell I like it so
Yeah.
much. I feel like there's a little bit of polishing that needs to be done on Mega Man 11. Also, I don't think the art style is that great. I think it's a little bland.
I think it's fine.
I think it's missing something.
I don't know. I feel like it's okay for what it is.
Also, another game that I played yesterday, the Black Ops Blackout beta, Will.
How was that?
Can you believe that?
How was
Can you
that,
believe I did that?
Bob?
I really like it. So it's Call of Duty's Battle Royale mode. Mm-hmm. So there's a rumor that we're gonna get something Call of Duty related on the Switch tomorrow or during the direct.
Yeah.
I think that the way that they're wording Blackout mode is like separate than Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Right.
They're kind of like weirdly separating it
No, I know. I get what you're
without
getting at.
saying that it's
Yeah.
separate. I feel like it might be a standalone, or they might release it as a standalone or something. And if they release it as a standalone, either make it really cheap, or if they make it free, then that is directly competing against Fortnite.
Yeah.
Throw that bitch on the Switch, then you'll blow that thing out of the water.
There's no way in hell Activision releases
Everybody
it
keeps
for
saying
free.
that. Everybody had every suit in video games has read that Forbes article about how Fortnite made $1 million a day
Yeah.
because they're free.
But when has Activision ever released a game for free?
When has Epic ever released a game for free? Once. Fortnite.
I feel like Epic, because Epic is a smaller company and doesn't really have shareholders the way Activision does.
Well, Epic is a big company, but they're not a big game company. They're
Right.
a big game engine company, you know?
It's different. It's different in the way like companies are run. Activision is a big ass conglomerate, the same way EA and Ubisoft are. They don't release free to play games.
Okay,
the
so
way-
release it for $10 or $20.
This is
I think if you do it for that cheap, it'll.
this is Activision is also the same company that'll re-release like remasters for like full price.
Yep.
You know, they will. You know, they've hid Call of Duty Modern Warfare remake behind a paywall.
I think you're misconstruing releasing it for free as doing a good deed. Because it's not.
Not that it's doing a good deed. It's not about doing a good deed. It's about a company that is has a history of milking its consumer for all they're worth.
Yeah, and you can do that by releasing it for free.
You can do that even more by releasing it for $30.
No, because less people will buy it for $30. You release it for free and then milk them with skins and dumb
all
stuff.
you have to do is say that Call of Duty's on the Switch. People will buy it.
Well, our people,
Our
our bubble.
Yeah.
Release it for everything. Say that it's free and say, give me money, we'll give you hats. We'll give you cool little hats.
I don't think they're going to put it out for free.
Well, I'll tell you what, though.
What?
Call of Duty Black Ops Blackout Edition is giving PUBG a run for its money.
Yeah.
PlayerUnknown's Battleground playership has dipped below 1 million a day, I think, for the first time since it launched because Blackout's out. So PUBG's not looking too good, but it's their fault for not fixing their freaking game in the however many years it's been out. Blackout feels really cool. It actually runs well. Mm-hmm. Even though it's in beta. I got kicked out of a game once.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest draw for me is that it runs well. Mm-hmm. It plays like Call of Duty. One problem is that it's a big map. It's not that big. It's not bigger than PUBG. But Call of Duty, usually it's like tinier maps. It's very fast-paced. You're running around. It's still fast-paced, but it feels weird. Because Battle Royale games kind of reward you for camping.
Right.
And Call of Duty is a game where you cannot camp.
Right.
You know, you get totally eradicated if you're camping. But I like it. It's my favorite Battle Royale that I've played so far.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Because you don't have to craft.
Yeah.
I don't like crafting in Fortnite. I'm not good at it, but there's some things they need to fix. Like armor does too much. Does too much for you. And why do you need armor? Also, the health system's different because it's a Battle Royale.
Oh, really?
So you get like health packs that you can keep in your inventory, and you have like 150 health or so. So if you lose health, you need to actively use a health pack. It doesn't auto regenerate.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it. You should try it. You might like it.
All right.
It's fun.
Oh, in between Spider-Man.
Jar in the chat says, "Are these guys Jews? They look like New York Jews." I'm gonna time him out.
Yes.
The answer is no.
No, but we are from New York.
We're from Long Island, which means we're honorary Jews.
Yes.
That's what that means. What else are we talking about? Oh, we gotta talk about Pokemon Let's Go theme Nintendo Switch.
All right, but first, Eric Henley gave a $2 super chat. Henry Cavill is out as Superman, and everybody in the chat seems to want us to talk about this.
All right, so we'll talk about
this. Yes. So today, the Hollywood Reporter reported that Henry Cavill is out as Superman amidst Warner Brothers shakeups with their DC
I heard
Universe
about this.
movies.
I didn't look into it. Please explain this to me.
Okay. Henry Cavill, who has played Superman in 3 films, is parting ways with Warner Brothers, sources tell The Hollywood Reporter. The British actor who first donned the blue suit in 2013's Man of Steel, then starred in 2016's Batman vs. Superman and last year's Justice League, is said to be hanging up the red cape. Warner Brothers had tried to enlist Cavill, who most recently appeared in Mission Impossible Fallout, where he did a good job. I feel like I need to point that out.
I feel like I need to watch all the Mission Impossible movies.
They tried to get Henry Cavill for a Superman cameo in Shazam, but contract talks between Cavill's WME reps and Warner Brothers broke down, and the door is now closing on other potential Superman appearances. That's because the studio has shifted focus to a Supergirl movie, which will be an origin story featuring a teenage superheroine. This effectively removes an actor of Cavill's age from the storyline's equation, given that Superman would be an infant according to DC lore. Now, this is where I have to put my actually hat on. Because actually, Kara Zor-El, Supergirl, is a teenager while Kal-El is an infant on Krypton.
Right.
When they go to Earth, she gets lost in space, but he lands as an infant, grows up to be an adult, and then Kara Zor-El doesn't appear until much later, still a teenager. So Superman would be Henry Cavill's age, while Kara Zor-El is on Earth as Supergirl.
So they're basing Henry Cavill being out, they're basing that off of speculation?
Sources told them that contract negotiations between Henry Cavill and Warner Brothers fell apart over a Shazam cameo. And Warner Brothers is developing a Supergirl movie.
Okay.
This whole thing about Superman not being in it, that sounds like speculation to me.
Okay, so they're adding their own conjecture that's just garbage.
Yes.
Okay.
However,
who is this? Hollywood Reporter?
Hollywood Reporter, which is usually pretty good with this stuff. Warner Brothers isn't likely to make a solo Superman movie, at least for a few years, according to other sources inside Warner Brothers. Superman is like James Bond, and after a certain run, you have to look at new actors, says a studio source. As such, Cavill will join Ben Affleck, who also isn't expected to reprise his role for Matt Reeves' forthcoming Batman standalone film as a hero on the way out. Warner Brothers did release a statement saying, we have a great relationship and great respect for Henry Cavill that continues to remain unchanged. Additionally, we have made no current decisions regarding any upcoming Superman films. That's what they said in response to the Hollywood Reporter.
So it hasn't been confirmed whether or not Ben Affleck's out or whether or not Henry Cavill's out.
But that doesn't sound like a no. That doesn't sound like a confirmation or a denial.
It sounds to me like they're doing contract negotiations.
I wouldn't be surprised if... I mean, Ben Affleck, who knows at this point? He's in rehab right now. He's got other issues to deal with.
Is he really in rehab?
And he's in the type of rehab where you stay there.
Sex? Sex rehab?
No, alcohol.
Sex.
Yeah. Jennifer Gardner drove him to rehab because she's like, you need help.
It's like, get out.
Yeah. But I think this is it for Henry Cavill. I think he's actually out. Because let's look at it. He signed on to be Superman. And they're relegating him for cameos at this point. He just signed on to be in a Netflix TV series based on The Witcher.
So wait, let's see when this was posted.
Posted today.
No. 2 hours ago. So 2 hours ago, Henry Cavill put this on Instagram.
Henry Cavill's response. Yeah, I'm the one who put it in the keep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. I'm going to play
This is his response.
Sorry if that's loud. I'm going to mute this because we're going to get content ID'd for whatever this freaking song is.
The Blue Danube Ballet Suite with dogs barking. And it's a video for those for our audio podcast. It's Henry Cavill in a Krypton lifting team shirt picking up a Superman action figure.
So
he's not saying he's in or he's out.
I feel like any response that leads me towards he's friggin' in. I think this is all garbage.
You think it's garbage?
Yeah, because first of all, throw any amount of money his way and he's in.
Maybe
any amount more than what they've already paid him for a movie.
I feel like now that all this press is out, they'll do everything they can to bring him back. If there is a problem, but. I wouldn't be surprised. Like he was just in the biggest movie of his life that wasn't Superman right now. He's just signed on for a television series.
I didn't see this. He posted mock-ups of him as The Witcher, a fan mock-up, and then him as Mario.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah.
Oh, more Superman ones. Snake. I didn't see that one.
Oh, it's actually not bad.
Snake.
He can't do the voice though, so.
No, they should just get Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do a Metal Gear movie.
But I don't know. Look, there's a lot of shakeups going on with Warner Brothers and the DC movies right now. That's known that they're going through a lot. Right now, the only movies that are confirmed being actually filmed is Aquaman, which comes out this year, Shazam, which comes out next year, Wonder Woman, which comes out next year, and the stupid-ass Joker movie, which is also supposed to come out next year.
I think they should retcon the whole thing and get new people.
I think it just stop completely.
But I don't think I think that we got them in for another movie or two.
I don't know. I think there's some truth to this. I'm surprised that news like this broke about Henry Cavill before Ben Affleck. I I would have bet anything that Henry Cavill would have stayed for a little bit longer. But it makes sense because like they're not using him for anything. You know, he's being relegated to like, you know, cameos in other films at this point.
I'm sure nobody's like love you as Superman, man, which sucks because he's a good Superman. I think he's a great Superman.
He was a great Superman in the last 20 minutes of Justice League.
I actually didn't see that. I think he's a good Superman. I think that the version of Superman that he's dealt is
it's very bad.
He was dealt a bad hand.
Which is why like it's really, you know, upsetting because we got to see what kind of a Superman he could be if he, you know, got to play the right Superman. But he hasn't. He's been playing mopey Superman for 2.5 movies.
Jake HDF said $2 super chat. Playing Witcher between contracts with Warner Brothers. So between contracts. That's what he's saying. We also got €2 super chat from Wayne Campbell. What do you think of Starlink? I want the R-Wing. I feel like we're going to hear about that at the Direct.
Yeah.
Starlink, that's the
Ubisoft Twist the Life game.
Yeah. I think it's great that Ubisoft is supporting the Switch a little more.
Yeah, I think it's great that they're also supporting Star Fox a little more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. This is all good. I'm interested to play a flight, like a dedicated like
space
space.
It's been a while since we've
game.
gotten like a good one of those.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I'm not interested in Toys to Life at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Paul Romero, thank you for the $2.
So
that's it for Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
I think he's still.
I think he's out.
Well, Tommy Ross agrees with me. So.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, let's go back to
Pokemon.
Yay! Let me mark it off. So, for the first time ever, we're finally getting a custom Nintendo Switch. This was only posted by Nintendo of Europe, which worries me.
I think it's coming out in America, but
I think it is too. 2 Pokemon Let's Go Nintendo Switch limited hardware bundles arrive on the dates backwards, November 16th. They each include a Nintendo Switch Pikachu and Eevee Edition system, the Pokeball Plus accessory, and a pre-installed version of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So, this is a first because the dock is custom.
Yes.
And the backplate on the Switch is custom.
Yes.
We've had different color Joy-Cons for stuff like Super Mario Odyssey and Splatoon, but we've never had custom docks and Switches.
Yes.
There was the Labo, but that wasn't commercially available.
Yeah, it's this contest.
Yeah. So I think this is awesome.
Yeah.
This looks awesome.
If I didn't already own a Switch, I would get the Mario Odyssey bundle. But if I didn't get that, this is the one I would get. Not even for Pokemon, just because it looks nice.
The Cyberquake pointed out to me that you can transfer all of your stuff to this if you have your system with you.
Right. Yeah.
So,
no, you can transfer from one Switch to another, but it's complicated and you can only do it once.
Right.
And you can't go back.
And they like yell at you about it. If you have to like call them up and they're like mean.
Yeah.
According to Spawnwave. The backplate looks cool.
Yes.
Let me see if I can pause on it. Don't play the frickin' song. People are annoyed at the brown Joy-Con because it's poop and pee. Yeah, brown and yellow.
Yeah.
That's a cool backplate. I think backplate's awesome. People are hoping that there's like Chinese knockoffs of that backplate so they can put it on.
Yeah. I should note that it is $399, which is $100 more than traditional Switch systems. The bundle will come with a Switch dock, that the Eevee and Pikachu on the back, the special colored Joy-Cons, and that's it. You're basically paying $100 for the. Oh no, wait, sorry. It'll also include the Pokeball Plus and the game.
So there is a bundle of the game with the game and the Pokeball Plus. So the Pokeball Plus is $50. The game is $60.
Right.
There's a bundle of the game and the Pokeball Plus for $100. So that saves $10.
Yes.
The Switch that comes with all of that, the Switch and the Pokeball Plus and the game, is $400. You're not getting any sort of deal.
Correct.
Also, it's a digital copy of the game, if that matters to you.
Okay.
So it's different than getting just the bundle with the game and the Pokeball Plus. But it's the same price as getting a Switch and the bundle of the game and the Pokeball Plus.
Yeah.
And that's making any sense. Nintendo does this. That's their thing. You don't save
Yeah.
any money when you buy a bundle with Nintendo. It's the same thing happened with Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Splatoon. Everything. So don't expect to get any deals on a Switch, especially this holiday season. Also, Tim tweeted at me twice. He said there was a Monster Hunter Switch, but we didn't get it. Oh, Japanese?
I guess, yeah.
Oh, he also said, tell Will that there's a suit that will show you the hidden landmarks. This is in Spider-Man. I'm at the 92% completion in the game, LOL.
I'm at 50%, and I'm surprised. I thought I had a lot more to go.
I know. The percentage goes up pretty quickly. I don't know if that's story percentage, though.
I feel like that's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be pretty far on the story.
I'm right before the part where you introduce Miles to Feast.
I don't even know who Feast is.
Feast is the shelter Aunt May works at.
Ah, yes. What was I going to look up? Oh, Monster Hunter Switch hardware. Images. Take your time, not doing a show or anything. Oh, there it is. Is it just the dock? Oh, no, yeah. Okay, yes. Yep. It's do I have the screen on? No, I don't have the screen on. It is cool looking. It's a Monster Hunter Switch. The back plate has a little thing on it. I have the Monster Hunter 3DS. And I only got it because I wanted
the new 3DS.
When I buy a system late in the life cycle, I want the limited edition version. Mm-hmm. You know? So that's why I got that. And Monster Hunter on the 3DS, it wasn't that great. Thank you to whoever did the thing just now. Huge peepees.
Peeps, not peepees.
I like mine better.
Okay.
Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. So that's cool. If you don't have a Switch, I recommend getting the Pokemon Let's Go version. Only if you want the Pokeball Plus also, though.
Yeah.
And there's two versions. There's the Eevee version and the Pikachu version. So you get whatever game you want, you can get that bundle. Cool. Will, tell me about the Polymega.
Okay, so last week we reported on the Polymega. This, I don't want to say it's a clone console, but it's a clone console. It's a modular retro console that's, has a disc base, where you can play disc-based systems like the PlayStation 1, Turbo CD, and the big news was it can also play Sega Saturn, which is a big deal because Sega Saturn is notoriously hard to emulate. And the catch is you can play cartridge-based systems like the NES, Super NES, and the Genesis, but those are modular. So you get the adapters and you plug them in to the system itself to play those games. We talked a little bit about it. We basically just talked about the concept of it and what we thought about that.
Yeah, we showed the video.
Yeah.
It's also really cool that it's the first time we get to see Sega CD on another console,
That's
or that
true,
we can emulate it. And is that what you're going to talk about?
No, but I went a little deeper. Like there's more to the story.
Go as deep as you want with us, Will.
Okay, so the Polymega right now is not technically in pre-order. It's crowdsourcing. Their pre-order is their crowdsourcing.
Okay.
The crowdsourcing is their pre-order.
That always goes well.
Yeah. So the more stuff you buy in pre-order, that goes towards their crowdsourcing campaign. And right now they're at they're at 385,578, and their goal is 500,000, and they have a month left in the crowdsourcing campaign.
They're gonna get it.
Yeah, and they have different whatchamacallits.
Doohickeys, dongles.
No, what's it called? When you surpass your goal and you keep doing stretch goals.
Stretch marks.
Yes, they have all these different stretch marks. So at 750,000, you get collection insight screens, which is basically like an achievement screen. At 1 million, they're going to release a Famicom module set, so you can play Japanese Famicom games on it. And it keeps going. At 125 million, you can play DVDs and audio CDs,
Last
so forth
week,
and so on.
I remember saying that there were potentially potential legal issues with ripping stuff to the console.
Yeah.
But then I said Retron does it, so
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Continue. Sorry.
so, yeah, all this stuff comes out. Going a little deeper, apparently, this whole thing was originally supposed to run on supposed to be a hybrid emulation device using software and hardware emulation. Now, it's not going to do that.
Okay.
It's all going to be software emulation. The only hardware-based emulation is going to be in the Famicom module, which isn't guaranteed to come out yet.
Okay.
Which completely changes everything, because hardware emulation is more accurate than software emulation.
I think we assumed it was going to be software.
We did, but reading more into it, they were initially planned for all the modules to be hardware emulation. Now it's not.
How could you do hardware emulation and have the ability to rip the ROMs? Because that's what they had.
Well,
They had
yeah,
the
there would
ability
still
to
be
rip the ROM.
firmware in it that would let you rip the ROMs, but if you didn't want to, that's where the hardware emulation came in. But now only the Famicom module, which again is not guaranteed to come out, is going to be hardware emulation based on FPGA chips.
Okay.
So that's one thing that completely changes, because if it's software based, then there really is nothing separating it from a Retron 5.
Right.
So why not just get a Retron 5? In addition to all of that, the big thing is the Saturn. You can play Saturn games. In the trailer, they showed off Saturn gameplay. Well, according to the Twitter account Saturn Memories, and this is from the website team1up'em.com. The Polymega launch trailer uses footage of the arcade version of Sega Rally to promote its Saturn emulation capabilities. Whoops, LOL.
Who wrote this?
The Saturn Memories Twitter account.
Oh my god. So, my question is, were they emulating the MAME version? No, they
showed the arcade version and tried to pass it off as the Saturn version.
Okay.
Which is a problem, because if Saturn emulation is a big selling point of your system.
Because Sega Saturn is hard to emulate.
Correct. It's been recently cracked, so now you can. It's possible. It's still hard, but it's possible to emulate Saturn hard.
So it sounds like to me is that they just wanted to capture footage, so they just emulated the arcade on like a computer and just captured footage. And if they did that, then that means all the other footage that they captured was probably just emulated on a computer.
Right.
Because why not?
Yeah. So more and more, this is sounding like not as cool as it originally did.
Yeah. It's not some shady stuff going on back there.
Yeah. So, I looked more into it. I didn't go deep into the weeds over to Polymega because most of the stuff I was finding out before we went live. I didn't know about the Saturn stuff, and I looked into it more, and I found the crowdsourcing and the promises of FPGA hardware emulation, and now it's none of that. So yeah, this is looking less and less like an ideal substitution for playing retro games on modern televisions.
Yeah.
So
I already didn't like the fact that it had modules that you had to swap out for every system.
It made sense, to swap them out. It might make things easier, especially if you're doing FPGA hardware emulation.
What does that mean?
FPGA is short for field programmable gate array. It's a type of chip that you can program to do whatever you want.
Okay.
And a lot of people use it to emulate hardware. The analog NT consoles and the USB retro AVS console, those are hardware emulation based on FPGA chips.
Okay.
Because those can emulate the hardware of a console rather than the software of the console.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's still in pre-order / crowdfunding right now. So I will keep an eye on this and keep you up to date. But just letting you know right now, I'm not liking the sound of this.
No, I don't want it at all.
This could very much end up being like the Coleco Chameleon, where it is a glorified scam. Granted, this looks like a lot more legit than that, but I don't like the direction it's heading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm not about this. I'm not gonna. I mean, I was never gonna pre-order or look into it at all.
Look, I have nothing against like clone consoles and people creating, new versions of old systems, because I kind of want a retro AVS, to play NES games on HDTVs and stuff. And if somebody could do something like this with analog wherever to make a Genesis one, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. But this solution does not look like the solution for anybody.
We got. Did I say Paul Romero $2 super chat? Thank you.
Thank you.
Jake HDF donated $2. Oh no, I said that one already. The only one I missed was Stall. Oh, there's two. There's another one. Stall Pewert, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, and Button Z97, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Hey,
We also got a $10 PLN.
yeah, why didn't that go through?
I don't know, from a T68K. Any chance for a surprise big announcement tomorrow?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course.
What that
always.
could be?
Something with Switch Online, I think. Maybe another retro game. I think we're gonna get some surprises with the 10 extra NES games. Because again, we're getting online support for all these NES games. It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's something. I think there's opportunity for something to come out of left field.
Yeah.
But we're getting Pokemon this year. We're getting
Smash.
So
Yeah, we're getting a lot.
yeah. So I wouldn't get your hopes too high.
Yeah.
The big announcement might be New Super Mario U, which isn't that big of an announcement. Anyway, what I was going to say is if you're subscribing on Twitch, thank you. Take your Twitch account, link it to your Discord account, join our supporter-only Discord so you can write in the chat. You get some videos early, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I want to talk about the iPhones real quick, so I guess we'll talk about the iPhones real quick. Nintendo. That's where my mind's at. Apple had an announcement today.
Yes, their big press conference where they announced all the new iPhones and the Apple Watches.
Yeah, how do you feel about the Apple Watches? Because
I'm more excited about the Apple Watches than I am the iPhones.
Okay.
Because I feel like, I like the new design. It's thinner, but the screen is bigger. I like all the new features they added to it. I do think the monitoring how you fall is cool.
Yeah, it detects falling by the hand gestures typically associated with falling, or the gyro sensor typically associated with falling.
So I think that's cool. I do think the heart rate monitoring and like breathing monitoring stuff, I think that's really great.
Yeah.
It has a lot of potential for like health benefits and things like that. Old people's especially. If it wasn't so much money, I probably would buy it.
It is a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like $500. Just for like
That's insane.
Yeah, but
that's ridiculous.
I mean, it's really nice, and I think that if you've been holding out on getting an Apple Watch, this is the version to get. Definitely.
I walked away from the computer to get a bottle of water, and I came back to just the word echocardiogram on screen, and everybody clapping.
Yeah.
It was a weird press conference.
They always are.
The beginning was, they had like this video that played in the beginning, this like this pre-shot thing.
Yeah.
But they were just blowing smoke up their own asses for like a long time.
But they do that all the time. And
revolutionary. We did this. That was awesome. Remember that time this thing was cool? Like they were going nuts. I wasn't about that.
I don't know. They do that all the time. They always put like their Apple employees in the crowd to cheer at echocardiogram and things like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, because journalists aren't supposed to do that.
So when they first showed the new iPhones, I was like, "Oh, cool! There's no notch at the top, for the X."
No, you just
because they
just
strategically left it. They had a black on that part of the screen.
Yeah. So
it's just the iPhone X, but like faster and better.
We're getting 3 new iPhones. We're getting the iPhone XS 10.
Yeah.
The iPhone XS,
which would have been a great naming convention.
Yeah.
XS,
and then the XS Max.
Yeah.
Which is basically just a bigger version. And it's so the S line is usually just the faster version of the previous year.
Yeah. I like that they made a bigger version of the X.
Yeah.
Because it's the same size as these
Yeah.
The screen's way bigger though because there's no bezel.
Right.
My favorite part is the camera.
Yeah, you're getting a much nicer camera.
Battery life's a little better.
Yeah.
So the camera has. I had it on screen. I just exited out.
Mm-hmm.
The camera has an aperture thing. Well, it's not the camera. I guess you take the picture and then in the software, because you know how the portrait mode like artificially blurs out.
Yeah.
Supposedly this does a much better job at that, and also there's an aperture slider, so you can change the f-stop, so you can get a larger or a shorter depth of field, which is really cool. That's something that I would use a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason I would upgrade is for a great camera like that. But for $1,100, no thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, these phones are way too much money. They did announce the iPhone XR, which is their cheaper model. Comes in an assortment of colors. You got your blue, white.
I was pretty stoked on that because I was like, oh, that's cool. They're making a cheaper version. That's awesome.
Yeah. Not that much cheaper.
Yeah, for like $800, $750 or something.
It's weird because it doesn't have. It's the first iPhone since like the 6S that doesn't have 3D touch on the screen. Yeah, it's got like True Touch, whatever.
It's an LCD screen.
It's also an LCD screen. It's a liquid LCD screen, whatever the hell that means.
They tried to make it cheaper, and they didn't do that good of a job.
No. It has one camera instead of two, but it can still do portrait mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And it still runs on the A12 Bionic chip. It's got the next generation neutral engine, I guess, for graphics. It is missing like some features, but like for the most part, it is the same phone as everything else.
ARVS in the chat says Bob blows smoke up his own ass. I'm not gonna get it. I just finished paying off my phone. October or something, in the early October 9th, I think. Google event.
Okay.
So they're gonna announce the Pixel 3.
Okay.
So potential for me to get a Pixel.
I mean, I'm still rocking an iPhone 6. I've been rocking an iPhone 6 since it came out.
I'm happy with my 7 Plus. I have no reason to upgrade.
I'm fine. I mean, it is running a little slower, but like other than that, like I'm still fine. I'm gonna be honest. My next phone is probably gonna be an iPhone, just because I like iPhones. I like the way they're set up. I like their UI. I've been using iTunes since like 2015. I have no reason to like change at this point.
I only changed because I wanted the camera of the 7 Plus.
Right.
I actually really like Android UI. I'm starting to. I like that I can text from my computer and stuff.
Yeah.
But I really miss Android notifications specifically.
I think the next iOS is supposed to be like similar to what you.
I've been waiting for these freaking notifications forever.
Yeah.
You know, I have zero faith that they're going to do it.
I think in a month it should be like when iOS 12 comes out.
I'm unboxing this real quick.
All right.
Last week we got this, but we weren't allowed to open it.
Right.
This is from Satisfy, our friends over at Satisfy.
Our good buddies at Satisfy. This is a what's it called? You're holding it upside down. The Ultimate Gaming Grip Elite Bundle.
So we talked about their grip before that we really like.
Yes, it's a very good grip.
They don't pay us.
No.
He just gives us free stuff.
Yes. Probably my favorite grip of all the Switch grips that we've tried.
Mine too, because it's offset.
Yeah. Like I didn't realize how much like important that is until I went back to a grip that wasn't offset.
This is important because it is a case. It's thick.
It comes with a case, yeah.
But you can put the whole grip in the case.
Yeah. That's very important.
Yeah. It also comes with, what does it come with?
It comes with thumbsticks.
Oh,
so you can put them on. You put them on the
thumb grips
on the analog sticks.
If you're one of those guys, I'm definitely not one of those guys.
And it comes with a USB-C adapter. Right angle too.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I love right angle stuff. Mm-hmm. Those are good. Cool.
Now I did like test around with this a little bit when I brought mine home.
Okay, tell me about it.
So I have one complaint.
What is that complaint?
It's not easy to put the Switch charger in the case. Like you have
charger in the case.
The AC adapter for the Switch.
Oh, why not? It doesn't fit right behind it.
You have to finagle it. And from what I remember, the thing does stick out a little bit. The grip,
But does it fit in the case?
Ultimately, you can get it to fit in the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, I wouldn't have wanted them to make this any bigger.
No.
It's already
Yeah, it's already
big.
big. It's already bigger than the case I normally use. But that
It
said,
has a
if
nice little spot for
if I
it.
can fit the fact that it has the grip, I will start making that my primary Switch case.
I already have a video where I talk about this grip.
Yeah.
The Fortnite Switch video.
Yes.
Accessories for Fortnite Switch. Because the offset really helps.
Yeah, it helps a lot more than you think
With
it
the
will.
right stick.
Yeah.
And no, I haven't seen any other Switch grips that have that. I always
Yeah.
see other Switch grips, people recommending other Switch grips, and they don't have that.
Yeah.
And that's like really important. But I'm also not a grip guy. I like never
Yeah,
use the grip.
I mean, I like it.
You're very
Yeah.
much a grip guy.
Yeah.
But I would use it if I had to play Fortnite portably. I would use this.
Yeah, now that
Or any shooters.
My problem is, though, because whenever I travel, I couldn't travel with the grip because I had no place for it. Now
This
I
is
do.
all you, man.
Yeah.
This is all you.
Thanks. I have one at home already. Can I say that?
Yeah. I'm saying that is
Yeah.
made for you.
I am curious. I mean, I'm grateful it does come with a USB cable, but I'm afraid to use it because of all the problems with,
You're fine. It's what you plug it into that's the problem.
Okay.
The cable isn't the problem.
So, like,
It's what
so for-
happens on the other end.
what would I get for this?
Nothing.
Okay.
A battery.
Like an Anchor battery. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, but you're still a little bit at risk. You
Yeah.
know, like there's not much you can do with that.
I know.
You know.
Well, I feel like the Anchor batteries, those are officially licensed by Nintendo.
Well, the two that are,
Yeah.
they recommend that you charge it via the USB-C.
And this is USB 3.
Yeah, which you'd plug into the IQ port.
Right.
Which should be fine.
Right. It's
But-
just slower.
Yeah, and so Anchor. So in my video, I have a video about this too.
Yeah.
Anchor doesn't explicitly say whether the IQ port is safe or not.
Right.
It should be safe. I don't understand why it wouldn't be safe. But if it's safe on the Switch version, the Nintendo Anchor battery,
Yeah.
why isn't it safe on the other Anchor batteries? I think it's safe.
Right.
I think the only people who have been bricking their Switches on batteries is because they're plugging their battery into their dock, which is why the hell would you do that?
I feel like most of the problem is when like you plug like a third-party AC adapter into the dock.
Oh, Satisfy. What up? Is in the chat.
Oh, hey.
56 ohm resistor in cable. Does that mean that it will take if it's going to short? Does that mean the cable will short first?
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
Please tell us what that means. We are not electricians.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yes.
That means that's like a fail-safe, so you can
Yeah.
plug it into whatever the hell you want.
So I can plug it into my iPhone charger.
Yeah.
The iPhone charger would explode, I feel.
Of course, I always recommend just use the frickin' Switch cable.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet and buy another like Nintendo Switch cable.
Yeah. Charge cable.
Charge cable. Yeah, it's always good to have. I do believe it's good to have a backup.
Dylan says, "Can you maybe zoom in a little, show what you mean by offset?" I'm just gonna get my Switch.
Yeah. You do that. Myth says Bob must have baby-sized hands. Heh.
That is not true.
Satisfy says it prevents overcharging.
There you go.
Okay.
And that's the worst kind of charging.
Yes. All right.
All right,
Good to
zoom
know.
in, Will.
All right. Zooming in.
We got to get this show going.
Yeah, we do.
We're running late here. So this side, normally your thumb gets all weird. I'm gonna stand up. You narrate when I'm talking
Okay.
about it.
So as you can see on screen, or if you can't see on screen because you're listening to the audio podcast, Bob's thumbs are offset. His right thumb naturally is lower than what it would be without the grip, so it automatically goes to the thumbstick.
This is very difficult to do.
It is. It's very hard to explain.
So without the grip,
I'll zoom out a little more.
I have to. My thumb is in like a weird. Without the grip, my thumb is like canted weird.
Yeah.
But with the grip,
It like contours directly to where the thumbstick is.
yeah. There.
There you
I'm
go.
not like cramped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch my Fortnite video.
Yeah.
All right. So that's Satisfy. There you
Yeah.
go. You got a little cable.
Good stuff. 4 stars. Check it out.
All right. Let's do the tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week.
And you're gonna have to mark this down because
There's a bad word.
there's a bad word in it.
Okay.
There's a few bad words, Will. So
All right,
get ready.
Give me 1 second. Let's just say that.
You don't get a second. It is Diddy Kong yelling into a microphone. Dixie Kong playing guitar.
I know what this is.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Just over and over again.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I laughed a lot when I saw that.
That's
that was funny.
Rage Against the Machine reference
Yes.
for anybody who doesn't know.
For anybody born after the 90s.
Okay. Now is when we talk to you guys.
Yes.
Real quick.
Yeah, we got to do this quick. So, as always, reach us on Twitter using the hashtag WolfDenLive. If you left a comment on last week's Wolf Den Live, we will get to it. And start leaving us your questions in this week's Wolf Den Live.
Wolf Den Live.
Wolf Den Live.
Do you know what show you're watching?
Yeah. Minus tech tips.
Simone Stig, thoughts on Apple Keynote? We just did those.
We just did those. Next.
Q73 Power. Am I the only one who doesn't care about saved data backups?
Yes.
I only care about saved data for games I'm currently working on. If I lose my 999 moons in Odyssey, it doesn't matter because I'm done with that save file. Cloud saves are cool, but they don't mean much to me. What if they release a DLC for Mario Odyssey?
Yeah.
Then you're going to be upset.
Yeah. What if you want to show off to your friends that you did collect all 999 moons, and one day your save's not there?
That like hours when you go to your profile, it says like 100 hours in Mario Odyssey. That's like a badge of honor.
Yeah, like you worked 100 hours for something, for that to be erased is like heartbreaking. You put all that time and effort into doing something, and now it just doesn't exist anymore.
I'm a little upset. Mine said 100 hours, and then I went back to it and it said 75 or something.
Yeah,
that upsets me.
Yeah,
some people lost their hundreds of hours in Breath of the Wild for whatever reason.
I remember my computer crashed last night, and I lost like 20 to 30 minutes of doing video editing. So
sucks. Life's a bitch. Little Skeet. My dogs. I saw you stream Spider-Man when it came out. Do you feel like being in the content creation business ruins your experience of playing new games? Having fans is cool, but nothing's better than a late night game binge with a bucket of snacks.
So I feel like being in the content creation business did ruin my experience for playing new games because I don't have time to anymore.
Yes. I don't. Somebody asked me the other day, so what do you play when you're not, what do you like playing
at
for
work?
fun?
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't play. I can't.
The thing is, like, I try to play for fun, but the problem is I could spend that time making a video.
You also put a different lens on when you're playing a game.
Yeah.
You look at it differently, and that kind of ruins it.
But I'm just more focused on like the time aspect of it. Like I don't have the time to play it like I used to.
I stream mostly to force myself to play more games.
Yeah.
Because for a while when I wasn't streaming, I wasn't playing that many games.
Yeah.
And I had to talk about them, so it was really difficult for me. Also, I really wanted to play Spider-Man by myself and just dive into it and experience it alone. So I did. I streamed it in the middle of my playthrough. So I could have streamed the very beginning, but I wanted that to myself.
Yeah.
So I still try to have that. And yesterday I streamed Black Ops. After the stream, I played by myself.
Yeah.
For I think 2 or 3 rounds. Because I wanted to play it by myself.
Yeah.
And I had a good time. I did better by myself. I got up to number 5 or something.
You did remind me, like, the beginning of Spider-Man is like one of my favorite parts in the game. Because like when he's getting ready and he's putting his mask on, and like that song was playing in the background, Alive by Warbly Jets, I Shazammed it. And then he swings in the city to the song. It really made me, it did 2 things. One, it made me wish that it had like a custom soundtrack, like a GTA style soundtrack where you're swinging through the city to popular music, because I think that's a pretty Spider-Man thing to do. 2, it reminded me, and one day I'm going to make a video about this, the punk rock connections to Spider-Man, because he's a very punk rock character, and that song highlighted it in a very good way.
He's got the punk rock outfit.
He does.
In the game.
It's a stupid outfit, but...
Tim Simpson, tell Will.
That's
I read that.
Yeah, you read that already.
Pancho Rubio. Hola. Last week's Wolf Den Live.
Okay.
Trevor Grover says fantasy football is just the most boring version of D&D for meathead jock.
Apparently, I had my first game, and I didn't even know.
How'd you do?
I think I lost.
Oh, well, why are you so excited about it?
I'm not excited. I'm confused.
I thought you were going to tell me that you did great.
I have no idea what's going on.
I think you're going to do good.
I think I lost
Because
my
you didn't
first
try
game.
too hard.
So,
Aren't the Jets doing good?
the Jets won a game, and they won by a lot, which is good. Watch they screw it up.
Vanilla Dodge, the PC gamer. Oh, this should be good.
Oh, yeah.
Football, great productive pastime and career head. Fantasy football, grown men running around acting like athletes through imaginative expression. What has this world come to? I don't get any of that.
You're basically saying that, like, actually playing football is good. Fantasy football is dumb. Which it is.
Isn't everything dumb? Isn't life just dumb?
Everything is dumb.
Hunter of the North. I'm playing Guild of Dungeoneering from Twitch Prime, and it's really fun. I was actually thinking of getting it before this. Oh, that's one of the free Twitch Prime games.
Yes, one of the free Twitch Prime games that we've never heard of before.
So if you're interested in Guild of Dungeoneering, apparently it's really fun.
Yeah.
And if it's not, you can blame Hunter of the North.
Yeah.
JBell017. Hank Pym was a Skrull. So was Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman. Black Bolt was also a Skrull. Those are bigger than Electro.
We were talking about Secret Invasion,
Yes.
Skrull story, and I said, like, Electro was a Skrull. And yes, those other characters were also Skrulls. And I think that Jessica Drew Spider-Woman was a big deal in that story. Black Bolt isn't a human, so inherently nobody cares. Hank Pym, like, they've been focusing more on Scott Lang as Ant-Man for the past few years, so again, nobody cares. So yes, I was wrong. But I was not wrong in the fact that it was characters nobody cares about.
So one of the people who was in that shot of all of the Kree from Captain Marvel
Yeah.
tweeted out a picture and like said something in the caption or
Yeah.
whatever. She tweeted out that picture of all of the Kree
Yeah.
walking.
The Star Force, I think they're called.
Yeah. And she said, I'll just go to the tweet because I retweeted
Talking about the Kree or the Skrull?
the Kree, the Star Force.
Yeah. Okay.
They're Kree, right?
It's the Kree Star Force, yeah.
Okay.
And they're not the Kree race, but they're the Kree Star Force.
Oh, okay.
I grabbed a Pokeball. No, what am I going to pitch it with? The knife.
She said, meet Star Force, your friendly team of elite Kree warriors. Please don't be put off by the large weaponry, blue tinge, or formidable side-eye. We are here to serve you. And I was upset by this.
Because there's clearly green in those costumes.
And I'm afraid, I'm worried that nobody else is upset that this is clearly green and not blue.
Well, there's blue in the costume, but there's a lot of green, too.
I mean, green has blue in it, Will.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a combination of blue
That's
and yellow.
why. That it is clearly green. And even in the set photos, it's freaking green.
Yeah.
That really bothers me when people confuse green and blue. Anyway, where were we? Last one.
Yeah.
Wesley Patterson. I think the reason we get Zelda HD remakes and not Mario is because the graphics/visuals are more important for a Zelda game. When OG Wind Waker was announced, people rioted. When Super Mario 3D World was announced, people still complained, but it wasn't as bad because people don't care about the visuals as much in a Mario game. I see what you're saying. I still think visuals are a little bit important in a Mario game.
To an extent. Like, well, when Odyssey came out, it was announced, and they showed Mario hanging out with, like, 6-foot-tall humans.
Yeah, that freaked people out.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. It's a bigger deal in Zelda games.
Yes.
But still, Wind Waker, how much better can you make Wind Waker look? Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, really? Like, how much better does the HD version look?
Yeah.
It's like crisper polygons. Like, that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
That's it. Sorry, everybody. Oh, hey, look at that.
Somebody give
Super
us
chat.
money.
Wayne Campbell, €2. Why? It's had to find physical Switch games in England. Why is it hard to find physical Switch games in England? Is it? I've never heard that being a thing.
I don't know. I guess we need to go to England.
We need to go to England to report on this.
Yes.
Get yourself an SD card and download all your games digitally.
Yes.
Wildcat on 3 will favorite 2018 comic series. Now we're in the chat, by the way.
Yes. I really do like Tom King's Batman. Apparently, they're like there's a big like people hate it. I don't know who those people are. I think he's done a really good job. I love the new Fantastic Four series. Like there's only 2 issues in, but I think it's great. I also really like the new Spider-Man series. I think that's a very good direction they're taking that in. Those are my 3. I am excited. The Doomsday Clock is still going. I'm excited to see where that goes. There was other things coming out. Heroes in Crisis looks incredible. I can't wait for that. Bendis' Superman has been great. It's a good time for comics. And I'm really excited for the William Gibson's unpublished Alien 3 comic that's coming out. You probably haven't heard about this.
No.
William Gibson, the famous cyberpunk author behind Necromancer and stuff, originally wrote Alien 3, and then Fox looked at the script and threw it in the trash. And then Alien 3 wound up being bad. Dark Horse took the script, said, okay, we're going to give it to famous artist Johnny Christmas, and he's going to illustrate it, and we're going to release it as a comic.
Oh.
And apparently the story is very different from the Alien 3 we got, and it sounds incredible.
So, James Stokoe, who did that Godzilla piece, did an Alien
Aliens
comic.
Dead Orbit.
I want to read that.
Yeah, me too.
Also, he did Spider-Punk? No. Spider-Man in Vietnam.
Spider-Man Vietnam?
Yeah.
Because I know they just released a comic called Venom, where it's about Venom in Vietnam.
Is it Stokoe?
I don't know.
Because Spider-Man has like this like punk rock looking outfit. He's in friggin' Vietnam.
Let me look.
While you look at that.
Yeah, keep reading. Oh yeah, it's James Stokoe and Spider-Man to Vietnam.
Is that different than Venom?
Yes, this is because this is from like 2011.
Is it a comic or is it just a one piece that he drew?
It's Spider-Nam.
Tevin Jones says, I thought she was talking about her face, meaning the blue tinge was in her face. That would make a lot more sense.
Maybe.
The best around gaming. I mainly play Fortnite on my Nintendo Switch. Should I still buy the online service when it launches, even though it's not required for Fortnite? Only buy it if you're going to use it. You might not use it if you're playing only Fortnite. But if you want to play anything else like Mario Kart 8 or Mario Tennis or one of them, then you're probably going to need it. And if you want to play some NES games.
It's a fan comic. It's not an official thing.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it looks really cool.
I'm less interested. I mean, I want to read it, but
yeah.
Is it a free thing? Can I read it for free? I'll read it for free.
Yeah, I think he just posted the art for it.
I'm going to read like 1 or 2 more because we got to get out of here.
Yeah, we do.
Executor66, you guys see the new Sega Ages game announcements for the Switch? No, I heard about it. I saw I saw Spawnaway put up a video. I'm going to Google it real quick.
Okay.
Second batch of Sega Ages titles. Sonic 2, Outrun, and more.
Nice.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Columns 2, Outrun, and Thunder Force AC, also known as Thunder Force 3.
Very cool.
Cool. Space Harrier. We already knew about Space Harrier. Cool. I'm picking one more. You pick one more.
Okay. Well, Paul Stewart just sent us $2. Thank you.
And that's it?
Yeah. Mr. Brockrock, thoughts on EA Belgium? Did you hear about this?
No.
So Belgium is apparently like going really like hard against microtransactions in games. And EA is fighting them on it. So Belgium is going to indict EA on criminal charges for continuing to put microtransactions in their games.
Good.
Yeah. For Belgium, not for EA.
Who was getting Take Two? Or no, I'm sorry, 2K. Was it Belgium?
I think so, I think Take Two back down. EA is not.
Yeah. Love LE says, can you overcharge a Switch? Yes. Only use the Nintendo Switch official charger.
Yeah.
And also watch my video on that, on third-party docs. T68K says, Bob, the Game Boy camera video was bizarre, but awesome. Thank you. I also recommend watching that video. That is my favorite video I think I've ever made.
Really?
The Game Boy camera video. And it doesn't have a lot of views compared to all the other videos.
It's usually the way it works. Like, your most viewed videos are the ones you hate the most, and your favorite ones get the least amount of views.
Yep. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, Wolf Den Live is every single Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on youtube.com/WolfDen. If you can't make the show for whatever reason you may have, you know, school's starting up again, maybe you got to do homework, or you're a parent and you got to go to parent-teacher conferences or what have you, we don't judge. We always put the show up again on Thursday as an archive version for you to watch on demand whenever you want. And if you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, like say you're going to that parent-teacher conference that you don't want to go to because it's boring, you can listen to us in your car because we are also an audio podcast on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. If you listen to us,
we'll get there soon.
If you listen to us on any of those platforms, be sure to subscribe, rate us, and review us because that helps us with placement on those respective stores. I almost said Spotify, and I know that's incorrect.
Got my little automaton from birthday. Thanks,
There
Will.
you go. Yes, Bob's birthday tomorrow. So you can celebrate with him as he live streams the Nintendo Direct at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes, we had dinner reservations at
We
6
did.
p.m. And I said, guys,
Guess what?
can we not do that? So we're doing the Nintendo Direct at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Twitch.tv/WolfDen. View it with me there. And then we'll play some games. Probably Mega Man 11 and The Messenger. I don't know. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.